Good afternoon. I'm Zhiwen from China University of Technology, Taiwan. Today I will introduce Pourompon, a settlement at Taipei's river confluence that urban history treats as footnote. I will argue it's very marginally become a form of the planning agency. Taipei's coral grew from riverside settlements along the Danshui and the Keelung River. The three Manga, Tuatutia, and Old City from the conventional Three Market Street. A fourth Pourompon set at the confluence yet is absent from this narrative, despite producing proportionally more imperial extant graduate than either neighbor. This paper central tangent, Pourompon experienced everything planning theory predict for a margin. No port, no merchant network, absorbed into Tuatutia jurisdiction, hosting absurd industry by the 1930s. Yet it has sustained the opposite of decline, expanding examination success and the ritual authority. Modernity in 1931's Confucius Temple. That coexistence is Poulompon's paradox. The paper traces three phases. Indigenous Pourompon before 1802, named for the Catalan village on the 1654 VOC map. Dalambang formation 1802 to 1868, when Tong'an settlers built the Bao'an Temple, and later Pourompon 1868 to 1945, ending in 1931's Confucius Temple. Pourompon appears on the 1654 VOC map as a small Catalanga village, not only 70 to 25 households, far smaller than neighboring Timashu. After the 1694 earthquake submerged the area as the Kangxi Taipei Lake, its unstable hydrology deferred any commercial entry. The 1753 Liu Heling uprising marks the shift toward Han settlement. In 1802, Chong'an settlers under the Jin Tongcheng Company found Dalambang, building the Bao'an Temple and the 44 shophouse base. The temple took 25 years to complete, versus 2 years for Manga's Longshan Temple, signaling how thin Dalambang's mercantile capital was. The shophouses serve only modest local retail. The Chen family investment in education gave Dalambang its literary reputation. Chen Weizhao became northern Taiwan's first successful provincial candidate in 1825. Between 1825 and 1890, Dalambang produced 6 successful candidates against the Manga's 4. despite Manga's far greater wealth and population. The 1868 Dent at Coal affair moved British trade to Twatutia, which soon supplied over 90% of Danshui tea export. Pourompong's role was subordinate. Yasmin cultivation for Twatutia's tea, and it never became a port. Yet its success continued, and the Bao'an Temple's ritual authority expanded across three divisions, from Danshui to Shanchong, cultural authority rising as commerce declined. The 1922 Zhou reform split Pourompong into three colonial districts. Maruyama-cho, a leisure margin absorbing the settlement's landscape hill. Dalongtong-cho, an industrial margin with a textile mill and a slaughterhouse. And Kawa-cho, an agricultural margin. Each serve core Taipei differently, no one its own settlement logic. The Qing-era civic temple was destroyed by Japanese authorities in 1907. Taipei's only Confucius temple, dedicated in 1931, was situated at Pourompong rather than richer Twatutia. A Tong'an Gentry act of the reputational recovery, deploying lineage, prestige, and literary reputation. Note, scholars argue this was more symbolic than substantive for the ordinary residents. Pourompong bore every burden a margin is predicted to bear, yet avoided the cultural attraction that prediction also implies. This isn't a romantic story. The 1922 reform shows marginal status can be actively reinforced by planning, not just left in place, but the Tong'an gentry cultural investment shows community can use heritage as a balance. Margin historical district deserve evaluation on their own terms. Thank you for your attention.